West Beats.
Saninye. I know you feeling me, thinking Saninye wanna be with you on the floor.
Happy Friday. So I thought I was going to sleep in today, but surprisingly I'm up at 6. I'm in a good mood, but I still feel a bit lethargic again because of PMS. Today is back day. I'm probably just going to do one video so that I'm not too tired, and the reason is that I'm supposed to go out at some point today. A childhood friend of mine, we've been friends since I was about 2 or even lower, but we've been friends for a really long time. She's in Lagos with her kids, and she wants us to meet and hang out, and for 7 to meet her kids. I haven't met her kids, she hasn't met 7, so we are going to do that today. So, and I know that normally back day makes me feel good mentally but physically exhausted, and I don't want to be physically exhausted and sleepy during this hangout. So I'm gonna do one video. I will try to find something long, maybe a 20-minute video. I will just do a video with weights. I won't do body weight exercises. Yeah, so let's get into back day. Welcome to day 14. Woohoo! 14 days of vlogging. Oh my god, I can't believe I did it. Yeah, so let me go and walk out.
Further ado, let's get to it.
You know it's way too late. You're my baby, baby. I know, you know tonight you're gonna be mine.
One, two, I buckle my shoes. 3, 4.
Okay, done my first workout. Look at that sweat, but now I'm feeling like I want to do another one, so I know the hair word, but let's go because I have more energy, so let's go.
Today we've got a 10-minute back and traps workouts using dumbbells only.
Gotta be honest, every time I try calling it off, guess what bro, I just keep falling in love. I really wish I could doubt this, but she's actually right about this.
You can't run, but you won't get far. You're my baby, baby. Always gonna come back from home. You're my baby, baby. I know, you know tonight you're gonna be mine.
Get to rappers, like, and honestly I'm not wearing clothes right now because I'm ironing my jeans for later. So yeah, I will stay with my rapper.
You won't get far. You're my baby, baby. Always gonna come back from home. You're my baby, baby. I know, you know tonight you're gonna be mine. You're my baby, my baby.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm about to, I don't know if this will be inventing a food, but because my appetite, I only ate once yesterday, my appetite is still not fully back. So I think I want to prioritize some protein and some carbs, and I don't want to eat anything that I'm used to. So long story short is that I'm about to do something with rice, eggs, some turmeric. Yeah, so I'm craving like Indian sense. I don't know, like I'm not Indian. I've never been to India. I don't know why this is happening to me, but I decided to go with the flow because I do have turmeric at home. I have some curry powder. I have curry leaves outside, so I'm going to pluck some and chop it up into this food with some onions and some pepper. And what have I been doing? I have been posting about my business, and also I'm about to perform my first official task as the director of Screenwriters Guild and kind of inform the guild that I will be converting our WhatsApp group into a community. So I've been going back and forth with the other ladies on the executive committee on the details of this message, and it's about to go out. Yeah, so time to invent this food. I don't know if you know, I'm using my phone to record, so I don't know if I want to stay and be recording while I'm cooking the whole thing, or I'll just make the food and then show you what it looks like when I'm done. I think that's what I'll probably do. But yeah, and you know, now that I think of it, I've gone like 3 days without eating like red meat, like actual meat. I've mostly been living off eggs. Is that a fast? Have I been fasting because I've been alone at home, you know? Some curry. I need to weed this curry. Like, there's so much weed. There's some aloe vera in there. There are some weeds. There's this a dead plant. Anyway, that's not the job for right now. The point is to eat. So here is the final result. It's basically some kind of turmeric spicy egg fried rice. Time to find out if it's yummy. Bless this food, O Lord, for Christ's sake. Amen. My dad used to always pray that prayer before eating. It does taste Asian, Indian. That's really nice. That's really nice. Then I recorded a whole story while I was doing my edges, and I now said, let me just see. I think I got a message. I said, let me just see my phone. Apparently, I was using. It was not recording, Sha. It did not show my face. But let me start this story again. Let me just, do you understand? Because this story needs to be told. But anyway, so a few days ago, I was having a conversation with a male friend. And in this conversation, my general angle of what I was saying was that life has meaning, right? Like, there's a broader picture. All of us, everything that is created, every human story is part of this broad general story of humanity and of this world. And part of the purpose of life itself is to basically the evolution of consciousness, right? That our purpose here as living, thinking human beings with a mind and a consciousness is to be able to gather information, like from books, from observing people, from observing nature, and then combining that with our own inner spiritual basically experiences, and then using our minds and then getting new information which we call understanding. So this was my point of view, right? So you wonder, why was this an argument? This was my point of view, and this person was basically telling me that what I'm saying is not real life. Like, I'm literally just saying my own personal experience, and I cannot be generalizing a personal experience. And that, not every, like, there's no hard and fast rule where anybody knows for sure that this thing I'm saying is the right thing to be doing. Like, there's no proof anywhere, there's no evidence in this world that applying your mind and gathering information to gain understanding is useful or is the right thing human beings are meant to be doing. I should have started at this story that the reason why I'm giving this gist is that at some point in yesterday's vlog, I had mentioned about the impact of association. Like, the people you keep around you, whether or not you are aware of it or you have your own different beliefs, it affects you. Because they tell us when we're younger, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And we're like, all these old people just saying all sorts of things, at the time. So that my experience with Yahoo and that whole thing, obviously in retrospect, helped me understand this ancient wisdom in real life. Like, okay, the people that are around you also affect your perspective and how broad, or like the angle of your thoughts. So back to this present now, and that's why I'm saying this story. So after this person told me this thing, that to him, the purpose of life is just basically to enjoy and be here, and it's like what I'm saying is special and unique to me, and there's nobody anywhere that has been able to prove that this my own assertion is the real life. And in this talk, we're talking and talking. I'm like, what do you mean? What of all the people that have invented things? How do you think they arrived there? Do you understand? Like, people, like, how do you think people invent stuff? You know what he told me? He told me necessity is the mother of invention. I'm like, okay. But necessity is not a human being. A human being has a need. Then it takes the same human being to be able to carry that need, gather data, come up with a new idea to solve it. How do you eliminate the function of the person in the journey from necessity to invention? At the end of that call, that conversation that evening, obviously, I will never, because I realized that what am I even debating? So it's not as if the conversation made me want to agree or see, agree that what he's saying is the way it should be. But at the end of that conversation, I'm like, okay, if you're telling me that this thing that I'm saying is not a general, it's not the general rule of life, maybe it's not the general rule of life. Do you understand? Maybe there's another rule somewhere that is more because I thought everybody knew this. So I then spoke to, the thing was bothering me. I'm like, So I now spoke to my friend, and I just wanted to speak to her, like, okay, what do you see about life? Like, I wanted to know, okay, I'm not going crazy here. What do you think about life? And she was like, this. And she was basically saying the same things I was saying to that guy. I'm like, hey, like, I don't understand. I thought it's something we all knew. Like, I thought this was something everybody knew. Like, if not, why is there religion? Why do people talk about God? Why are people inventing things? Why are scientists in the lab? Like, do you understand? Like, I thought that's what everybody knew that we're doing in this place. She was like, of course that. But she, when I mentioned to her that it was a guy I had a conversation with, she was not like, oh, you know, men don't have the capacity to think deeper. I say, hey, this is an even bigger problem. Because do you know how scary it is to think that every single man I'm seeing is basically empty space because their brains cannot combine knowledge, and experience to produce new information? John, I was like, I was so worried. And again, you ask yourself, why was I going down this rabbit hole? Because this person, the man I had a conversation with, is somebody that is my friend and somebody that has recently become closer to me. I was trying to not automatically dismiss a friend's opinion. I was trying to just, by default, trying to understand their point of view. Do you understand that? Like, obviously I did not agree. It's not as if automatically I would have suddenly now start thinking, oh, forget all I know and start doing that. But just because I was trying to rationalize their point of view and why, if they were not close to me, would I be trying to rationalize that kind of point of view? No. So I was trying to rationalize the point of view, and it had now gotten me now into this point where it's now like, wow, there was now in my mind the very real possibility that maybe all men are incapable of real depth. Then last night I was now like, no, that can't be. I was running through my mind of the guys that I've heard saying, like discussing these concepts, and also on this part, even from Jesus in the Bible, like, whoa, it cannot be, But I was like, it was, but see all the emotional trauma. Are you seeing all the emotional trauma from just this one conversation? So randomly today, I was talking to my sister on the phone before I started doing this video, and she was telling me about her job and how she has this new boss that just started, and the things this guy was telling her, like in relation to his vision for the company and what he wants to do, and all the things that the guy was saying was literally what I was telling my other male friend. So I was like, so you see, not only is it that it's not like all men are weird and all men think there's no purpose to life. Do you understand? Clearly, there are Nigerian men that are not even far. Like my sister's boss is not a far step connection. Is an actual man in real life that, like, literally is like the universe provided for me. Literally today, like I went through this thought process, and literally today the universe said, no, Saninye, don't let yourself be whined because you're trying to be a nice friend. Look, there are other men not even far in the story. In Nigeria, right here, I don't know if it's like in Nigeria that are thinking deeper things, that's not an illusion. Do you understand? Like, you can see this here. So don't even tell yourself all of a sudden that all men are incapable of this. And then, because it starts small. Because imagine if I did now have this second call with my sister and it ended at the conversation with my friend that kind of posited that all men are incapable of depth. That's how I may just brush it off and say, I'll see. But then it will now start subconsciously. I may meet somebody on the road or be interacting with a man, and I'll be like, So now, thankfully I now have more of a balance that, okay, it's not all men are like this, but this specific person seems to be like this. And what does this now mean for me as a person? Do you understand, like, how close? It's just like naturally now, I now know the consequence of this. Like, you have to be able to decide at this big age the kinds of thought patterns and the kinds of perspectives that you permit in your life. It's okay that it exists in this world, but in the world that I want to live, in the frequency that I want to be in the reality that I know is true and is real, do you understand? What do I want to permit into my mental and emotional space? Like, what do I want to permit? Really, because there are a 1 in a trillion billion possible versions of reality. So to be able to achieve the reality or to shift to the reality that I want to be in, I need to be able to have laser focus. I can't be having, like, some at this age, let me be lying down, be thinking, oh, well, because he literally told me that all of those people that have written all the wise books and all the traditions, none of them have any proof. There's no real logical study of human life. Which evidence? Open your eye, look outside. If you look outside, watch animals, you will see. If I go to the beach, you see the ocean constantly moving. It doesn't stop. That is literally life, literally showing you that there's always movement. Like, you have to be moving. Do you understand? Like, you wake up every day, you have to solve problems. So even, do you understand? You have to use your, what's that knowledge called, when like you're driving a car? How do you think you're able to drive the car? Like, your brain is designed to learn and understand and seek understanding. So in 2026, let me have a reason to sit down on my bed, and instead of thinking of the way forward in life and getting more clarity, I will now be trying to understand a reality where there is no cohesion, there is no order, everything is fragmented, and life has no movement. My brothers and sisters, I reject it from myself. I reject it from myself. I reject it from myself. Like, the way I woke up this morning and I was already feeling gratitude for my life, I say God, because I was like, I said, okay, even if maybe it's not a general rule and it's just my personal experience, and obviously it's not true. Even yesterday I watched Oprah talking and she was saying the same things, but I'm like, even if the case is that it's only my personal experience, and God, I'm grateful to be on this side of things, because my God. Anyway, I hope this gist was cohesive. As you can see, I eventually did the edges because the first video did not record. I really hope this one is recording. And I'm about to leave now. 7 is in here and we have that hangout, so I'm going to leave now, pick up 7, and then go and meet my friend. See you later. I'm so late. Like, I was supposed to leave the house at 12. Now it's almost 1 o'clock. But the actual appointment is by 2. I just wanted, well, hopefully the timing will work out great and I will still get to Upbeat by 2 sharp. Amen. Wish me luck. Oh, let me buy petrol first. And I thought that this place was going to have traffic because I know it's been a nightmare for a while, but the point, there's no traffic. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Whew. Hi. Hi, Tommy. Hi, guys. Yeah. Don't worry. You're sleepy. Okay, this is in a restaurant. This place has come to your house. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm busy allowing my baby struggle. What a mom. With my people. Going to Upbeat. So I will say hi to the vlog. How they could have. What are they doing here? Who knows, please? What's this supposed to be? At our destination. What do you want to do? Okay. Today you did you? Okay. We're here, waiting for the people. This is what you can see. Hey baby, can I take a picture of you? Hey baby! Oh my god. Oh, you did so good! Need help? Getting our... You can? Alright. Be so huggy. Say hi. Young man. You see how you're here alone now? Your mommy isn't gone. Can we be friends now? Can I take you to your mommy?
I'm sober, no it's not over. I still wanna hold ya. When I'm gone, she knows how to get me closer. Shawty always wanna ride on a roller coaster. I'm helpless.
They are moving around like Chinese. They're even trying to cut it right. And look at this over here. No, this one for Instagram. I've been documenting.
Go for that.
Just relax. I'll take care of you. Take it to a place you never been. This night was made for me and you, baby. Baby. You can't run, but you won't get far. My baby, baby.
Okay. We are going to see the result of this amazing video. He's so talented. He made a dope video for me. I'm going to post it in this vlog. But if you see the video he made, amazing.
Go, let's jump, everybody.
No, you're feeling me. Thinking Saninye, wanna be with you on the floor tonight. I'ma shake it all night long. Make you feel like you can have this, I can own you. Make you say it. She's the finest thing I've ever seen. Gotta have her, can't get with no one else. She drive me wild, make my heart race, but I can't wait. I'ma let you have it, baby. You can play around, do it right back when you have this. You wanna be here, can I leave me?
Next one. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it.
1, 2, 4. I'm sober.
Dad, you did this?
Still wanna hold you.
Devin, how are you going to come down? You jump down? Yeah. Okay.
She did me breathless. Spotless with the body of a goddess. She blows my mind, I gotta be honest. Every time I try calling it off, guess what, bro? I just keep falling in love. I really wish I could doubt this, but she's actually right about it.
Deb, you can't see your face. Good evening. I say it again now.
You like love.